And then I kind of got to near that point of no return, and I was like, I'll turn back. And I, like you said about Billy, I was crying, I was puking, I was like crawling on my hands and knees. And I thought I've run out of excuse, run out of reasons to kind of have another reason why. But I thought I will make sure that no one can say to her, your dad never made it up Kilimanjaro. And that was like my kind of last bit of push.
It's really about the power of the mind.
Well, I'd say your confidence and your why as well, because I was I had the same issue on my summit. I'd found the previous 5 days pretty easy. I'm not saying easy is the wrong word, but not hard. And when I slept in the tent at night, that was the worst bit for me, because I'm in this little 2-man tent. Got a bad back at the best of times, cold on the floor, forgot to take a mattress. I'd be begging for 6 a.m. to come, because I'd be thinking it means I can get out of bed, I can stretch my legs and get some sun. But that hadn't been too bad. But then coming to summit night, it was just absolutely horrendous. And I'd be climbing up, and first of all I'd be thinking, right, I've got to do this because all these people back in England have donated money, because I've been raising money for charity. So that kind of spurred me on for the next hour or so. Then I got to the next bit, and I'm thinking, fuck it, I'll just give everyone the money back. I just want to get down this mountain. I'll give everyone the money back. But then there was one of my investors at the time, and I could just see him just gloating over the fact that I never made it up, because he'd already told everyone that I was never making it up there. I thought, no, right, that's going to be my next reason to get going. So there's no way that he's going to be able to laugh at me when I come down. That got me through like another hour or so, and then I kind of got to near that point of no return, and I was like, I'll turn back. And I, like you said about Billy, I was crying, I was puking, I was like crawling on my hands and knees. And I thought I've run out of excuse, run out of reasons to kind of have another reason why. I thought, no, you know what? I'm not going to give any of my daughter's mates an excuse to take the piss out of her. I thought, she's very placid and easygoing about the maybe not so normal lifestyle that I live, and she's obviously very different to me and very, very chilled. And I thought, there's not much I can do about people taking the piss about, your dad getting his arse out on a boat or getting his arse out of a mountain. But I thought I will make sure that no one can say to her, your dad never made it up Kilimanjaro. And that was like my kind of last bit of push. And I got to that point of no return. And by then there was, I think, only 6 of us doing it, and we all had our own guide, because we'd all broken up at that point, and I had my guy with me, and he's looking at me, and I almost looked a right state, and I'm coughing and puking and crying, and he's saying, right, Matt, he goes, we go back, and I remember grabbing this guy by the scruff of the neck, and I'm like, you've got one fucking job, mate, one job. You are going to get me up that mountain, even if it fucking kills me. He's like, okay, sir, okay. And then, step by step, I think we were supposed to summit at 6 a.m, and we got there at about 9:45. Oof. It was fun actually, because obviously my whole thing was I was going to get to the top of the mountain and then get naked at the top, and we were the first people to climb the mountain since we did it in October 2020, so we were the first people since March, whenever they closed the mountain, to do it. So the whole time there was literally no one on the mountain at all, literally no one. And after maybe like day 3 we did see one other like set of 3 or 4 people, and never saw them again after that. And then somehow they just happened to be summiting at the same time as me, and I'm stood there waiting for a photo with them. I'm stood naked, wrapped in like a windbreaker, looking at these people saying, please just get off the fucking mountain. I remember we'd planned out like a military operation, how I was gonna get naked, take the photo and get dressed again. So we got our like 6 or 7 guides and Sherpas and assistants, and I'd taken my stuff off, and one by one they were all holding, like he was responsible for my socks, he's responsible for my trousers, he's got my shirt, and it was like, right guys, I've got my windbreaker. Well, my windbreaker was like a Mt Haycox flag. So I'm going to go up there, hold the flag, be naked, and then when I come down, we're going to go like boom, 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 like a production line, and you're all going to dress me, because it was like -16 with like cutting wind, and it was it was more planned out.
It needs to be up there, man. It's definitely a challenge, but it's like you say why. It's about that reason, what drives you, what motivates you, but also for the same reason of. I remind everyone why the customers buy into you as well. And I think that that's so important, your why are you doing what you do? And we say that we're lucky enough to deal with the most influential and powerful people in the world, and we want to inspire them. And we do that through the tool that we know, which is experiences. So the ability for us to be able to inspire these people is what drives us. So we're the ones searching to give back something greater than these incredible people already have access to and knowledge. So understanding your why every day, and we're lucky to work in an industry that's so exciting and interesting, because then we can tell everyone about our why. And I think that you've got to always remember that people buy into the why you do something rather than the product itself.